Yeah, these things. You've definitely seen them when you're trying to get online somewhere new.
So what do they actually mean for your safety? Well, each one is a different security level. This is basically the story of how our Wi-Fi security got better over the last 20 years. Okay, let's start at the beginning. WEP. This was the first attempt, way back in '99. And here's the thing about WEEP. It was broken, like really broken, right from the get-go. This quote says it all. Using WEP is like not even locking your front door. Seriously. Okay, so WEP was bad. The industry needed a quick fix for those huge security holes. Enter WPA. It was an improvement, making keys harder to crack and offering a bit more protection. But, and this is a big but, it was still using some of WEP's old, weak parts.
Yeah, like a slightly better padlock. Better, sure, but not something you trust today.
All right, now let's talk WPA2. This is the one you've probably been using for years. So what made it so good? One word, AES. This is serious military-grade encryption stuff. WPA2 comes in two flavors, personal for your home and enterprise for work or school. So its biggest weakness isn't the tech, it's us. We use terrible, easy-to-guess passwords.
And that brings us to WPA3, the new gold standard that showed up back in 2018. It uses this powerful new tech called SAE that basically stops attackers from guessing your password. It's a huge deal. It protects you even if your password isn't perfect and secures your smart devices. So the bottom line, if you're buying a new router, just make sure it supports WPA3. Here's a quick rundown. Go for WPA3 if you can. If not, WPA2 is still good, just use a strong password. Okay, so what can you do right now? It's easy. Just follow these simple steps.